The coach found out it was going to be 10 degrees. He said, I'm out of here. He went down to Orlando, Florida. We've chased him all the way down to Orlando. Coach Ralph Friedgen, you go to the National Coaches Convention. This is where guys change jobs. Why are you down in Orlando?
Well, it's our national convention, and I attend it every year. And there's some decisions I'll be in on tomorrow at the head coaches meeting, and I think it's important that I'm here.
Coach, when you took over this Maryland team, they were 5-6. They had gone through 3 years of losing. You've gone 10-2, 10-3, 10-2, 11-3, and 10-3. Do you realize, Ralph, that there are only 5 teams in the nation that can match that record over the last 3 years?
Well, I'm very proud of the record, and I think a lot of hard work of our coaches and our players went into it.
Why? Why did it work, Ralph? What happened? I mean, did you know when you were assistants and head coaches elsewhere, did you know this would work at Maryland?
Well, I always have a tremendous expectation from Maryland. I just think that we have not been as productive as we can be. I really think it's a sleeping giant, and we're just starting to reach our potential. Do
me a favor. I want you to see a couple of plays from the Gator Bowl that we've not had a chance to talk to you about. First of all, the play of Jafar Williams. He, it's been a very tough year for him, but he had a couple of touchdowns, a 31-yarder that got you going at 10-0, and after that he followed up. What made this such a good attack against West Virginia?
Well, they were really geared to stop our running game, and our wide receivers and our offensive line and protection and our quarterback, Scott, had a great day. I'm really happy for Jafar because a couple of weeks earlier he was really having a tough time, and told him to hang in there and he would make some plays, and it turned out pretty well.
Steve Suter, Coach, I try to help you coach the team by saying, will you please get Suter the ball more? First of all, the 76-yard return. What's going through your mind when you see him right there?
Well, it's good to see him back running again. But, Steve's only about at 85%. He's got a knee I think he's going to get operated on here Friday. And I think he was really motivated because of the good return that West Virginia had. And his dad wasn't feeling well. And I think he wanted to really put on a good performance for his dad and the family.
Coach, the fact that Scott McBrien went out and had such a good game has to be especially pleasing to you, especially on his 2-yard run.
Well, Scott has really just progressed like no other quarterback we've had. I just wish we had him for 2 more years because they seem to be just getting the hang of things, and they graduate and move on. And I know it was a special game for Scott, and I'm really proud of him.
Okay, so Maryland doesn't get respect. You're 17th in the AP poll. You're 20th in the coaches poll. But are you aware that today the New York Times coach came out and they have Maryland ranked as the 3rd team in the nation? Southern Cal number 1, LSU number 2, Maryland number 3, Ohio State number 4. Ralph Friedgen, how can there be such a disparage, such a wide margin between all these polls?
I think it's just a subjective vote. I mean, obviously, my parents voted for me in New York.
But seriously, Ralph, number 3 in the New York Times poll, but you didn't get respect out of AP and the BCS?
Well, George, when I came here, I said we wanted to be a top 20 team annually, and we've done that for the last 3 years. And there's certain things you can't control, and you go out and do your best, and whatever happens, happens.
Do you think the fact that you lost early this year hurt maybe the way people viewed Maryland football this year?
Well, I lobbied against that at the end because I don't think it should matter where you started out. It's where you end up, and we were playing at a very high level at the end of the year.
Coach, let me ask you this. There's been so much talk about how long will Ralph Friedgen stay at Maryland. You know that. What is your goal? What is your plan? I mean, do you want to stay at Maryland and see it grow? You want to go to the NFL? What's the plan for Ralph Friedgen?
I want to stay at Maryland for the next 8 years, and then we'll see where we're at. I went to school there. I think we have a tremendous product there that is going to continue to grow, and I'm very happy with our administration and our players and our fans, and I'm happy. What more can I say? I like being here, and all these rumors get spread. I don't know who spreads them, maybe our competitors, but I'm telling everybody I'm here in Maryland.
All right, real quick, we get out of here on this. You went to Maryland. Coach, you were there with Bobby Ross. You're not going to leave Maryland. I mean, Ralph, you'd like to have more money, but you are as happy as you can be, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm very happy. I want to win a national championship, and think you can do it at Maryland.
All right, win the national championship, sign a lifetime with Debbie Yao, and everybody's happy. Ralph Friedgen, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, George.
Head coach at Maryland.